Welcome everyone to Talia Talks Podcast. You are here with your host, Talia Majdalawi. I hope you're all doing well and ready to take in this energy to lead with growth and inspired thoughts. Thank you all so much for being here, for listening, taking the time out to vibe with me. I appreciate everyone's patience with me and just really taking the time out again to kind of listen to me rant and talk my shit. So thank you so much for being here. What is going on? How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is solid, doing well, and just taking time out to take care of themselves. That is what this podcast is pretty much about today. I am comfortable today. I am in my Halloween attire. Happy October. Oh my God, time is just flying. Where is time going? I cannot believe we are in the month of October, almost towards the end of the year. It has been a crazy year for everyone. I know that. I know it has been a crazy year. We're just blessed to be here. We're blessed to be just healthy and just, for those who are working and for those who feel like they're in a good space, like it just, thank God, thank universe for just being alive and being given an opportunity again to be present, to tackle new goals, new things that we want to do and accomplish. Like we have a new opportunity, a new chance every single day. And that's just, I'm really grateful. And it's just so important to kind of give thanks. I feel like we just get so caught up in the moment and we get overwhelmed with just all the negative that we kind of just feel and just listen to on the news. I'm not big on news, but our families, friends, they kind of just give us news and it's crazy what goes on in the world and what's happening currently in the world. So it's just so important to kind of take the time out to reflect and just be grateful and breathe in the moment and take every single day like it's your last breath. So yeah, this is pretty much what this podcast is about. It's pretty much like healing hacks and what helps me heal and recenter and get back to center. And, it's just, it's so important to really take care of, mind and soul. So, as well as the physical, right? That's always important. But we tend to slack and we tend to get overwhelmed because of our emotions, right? We're human, we feel things. I'm a huge mental health advocate. Mental health is super important. It's super important to talk to your friends, family, a therapist. It's just so important. So if you do have those people that you can talk to and vibe with, give thanks to those people because it's so crucial to take care of your mental. So I recorded another podcast kind of talking about like where I've been, and I took some time off from social media, recording just my creative outlet, and this is medicine for me. So everyone has their medicine, whether it's golf, whether it's walking on a track or going for a walk or getting their hair, nails done, whatever it is, whatever your medicine is, this is mine. And I am just a creative being. Everyone's a creative being, but this is just something that I kind of channel and really feel at home and at peace with, and it just helps me with my emotions and just anxiety, depression, the whole nine. Just sharing my thoughts with you, with an audience, with just people that are on the same kind of vibration as me. It's just something that really helps me. So when I am feeling just down and out and I neglect what makes me feel at peace, it really takes a toll on me. So I had to take a step back and really heal. So what are those healing hacks that help me kind of get back to where I feel the most myself and the most happy? So I'm a very spiritual person, and if you follow my content, if you follow me, if you know me as a person, you know that I am just very, very much a spiritual being. If you don't know, my father is a Muslim. He's Middle Eastern. My mother's Catholic, Colombian. So I grew up kind of conflicted with religion, but it was always a part of my life. I knew there was something greater. I knew there was a source. I knew there was something out there. I don't know what, right? But I always believed in something. And whenever I would feel down or whenever I saw signs, I would kind of come to this conclusion, or I would be in this predicament or situation where I felt like there was a relationship with something else. So that is my first healing hack. I just want to share the fact that I don't want to throw religion, but it's so important to connect with source, whether the source is inner strength, inner being. Just know that there is something that lives within you that is connected to a higher entity or a higher source, a higher power. So self-realization, awareness is super, super important. So that's kind of what my healing hack is. I always, even when things are good, I always try to give thanks and appreciate the hard times as well as the good times. So I appreciate the good and I appreciate the bad. I think that's super, super important. If you're not connected with self, speak out to the universe because it listens to you and it knows what you need in the moment. So that is my number one main hack is really self-awareness is really coming back to center and speaking out to the universe, like what it is that you're feeling and what it is that you want to receive. So universe knows what you're feeling. We're the ones that kind of lose focus and try to align everything. So that's where we get unaligned, and that's when we feel not in alignment, because everything is the way it's supposed to be in the moment. The universe is so powerful, so amazing, so perfect that us ourselves, our emotions, we just try to control every single little thing. And sometimes we just need to let go and let universe, let God, let that self-awareness, like that faith, know, like, you know what? It's take a seat, because everything is in alignment, in perfect sync. I don't know if you're following me right now, but everything is where it needs to be. So kind of just coming back to center and understanding that everything in your life is so precise and so amazingly orchestrated for your better good. So when you come to terms to that, and when you really have that self-love, self-knowledge, self-awareness, self-strength, whatever you want to call it, it's always good to go back to that, and that's source. So another hack for me that helped me and helps me is journaling. I journal. I'm a creative writer. For those who don't know, I double majored. I did a lot of theater in my past. I did a lot of creative writing in my past. So I've always kept a journal. I think keeping a journal around is so important, or just kind of, even if it's on your phone. For me, like actually touching paper it's something with a pen. It's something that just flows and connects. As long as you're writing and releasing your thoughts, I think it's just helpful. It's my hack. It's something that is super, super helpful. Like writing down, putting out to the world, to the universe, like this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm going through, and this is what I want and expect of myself. And this is what is currently happening in my life. And then you'll notice years from now, I have journals from like 2012, that I've written something down, and come, 10 years later, so-and-so X years later, I'm like, yo, I literally wrote this down, and I'm all these years fast forward, and this happened, or this turned out for the greater good. Like universe was listening to me. Like this is exactly what I wanted, and this is what I got in return. Or, this is what I was feeling, and I had faith that things were going to turn for the better, and they did. So whatever it is that you're going through, just know that there is support. There are outlets, there are outlets and ways to redirect those emotions and feelings. There is a way to accomplish your dreams, your goals, and move out of the darkness. So journaling for me is something that has always helped me, and it continues to help me. So journaling is a huge, huge thing. Healing hack number 3, yoga. For those who don't know, I am a yoga instructor. I am super blessed and happy that I would have been able to redirect my body, my soul, my spirit, my mind to my practice. A lot of people, there's like this misconception that, you need to be a certain kind of person, or you have to have a certain kind of weight, or you need to just be female or have boobs and butt to be a yoga person, or to do yoga, or to stretch. And that is such nonsense. The yoga community will understand what I'm saying. There's like the stigma, and it has nothing to do with that. Yoga is a practice where there is healing happening on your mat. You are healing while you're connecting your body to the mat. So yoga for me has always been that source, that outlet. So I've been connecting with my mat, and it has really been for the better, because I'm organizing some classes that I want to start doing and hosting. So I will keep you guys in the loop of that if that's something that interests you. But yoga is a great way to heal. It's a great way to just really understand what's happening to your body, your mind. I've cried on my mat. I've been alongside other people that have cried on their mat, and it's just really amazing what your body tells you while you're in certain positions, and really feeling the ground and grounding yourself. I've really, really learned so much about myself through my practice, and it's something that a lot of people should do more of. So that is the number 3 hack, is yoga. Number 4 hack, this is small little hack, but lighting candles, or lighting like an incense, or really healing, clearing out your energy. So whether that is, letting some sunlight hit in your apartment, your space, your room, or opening a window, lighting a candle, or having incense, it's just a way of kind of using your senses and being present and aware of just the aura that's around you. So it's a nice way to kind of bring in peace. So that's a small, tiny little hack that I use. Another thing that a lot of people don't know about me is I am a certified Reiki teacher. So you can get all kind of certifications. Like, I am not no Gandhi, no Buddha. Like, that is not what I want to promote or, put myself out on here as. I am a human being who uses, tools to heal and to make myself be a better person and a better human being. So I do a lot of energy healing, and I've always have, in the sense where I've always been interested in this stuff. So I've done a lot of research, a lot of healing myself. I've tackled down a lot of demons, and it's really gotten me to where I am now. So I'm super grateful about that. So Reiki is a whole nother topic. It's a whole nother world. But if you know the chakras, the system, and really connect with that kind of topic and subject, you'll understand what I'm saying. Is like lighting up. You use herbs. So like, this is going to be another podcast, but we have so many tools in nature that we can use, and a lot of us were not aware of it. So I use a lot of different herbs and candles, incense, so on and so forth, to heal. So Reiki is another way to heal. Crystals have been really, really popular. I'm not like, I like crystals. I'm into them, but I don't believe in certain things that are out there about crystals. So yes, they have a lot of healing factors, and I have them around my house, in my plants, because they do radiate energies. So that is really what Reiki is. It's more about energies. So very, very brief, I'll put it into this podcast. It's like, whatever you have around you, that is what's going to radiate towards you internally, spiritually, and externally. So we are science, we are energy, we are made out of atoms, molecules, and we radiate. There is an aura around us. We radiate and give off vibrations. So does that candle that you light, or so does that crystal that you have next to your bed, or so does that incense that you light as well. It's going to radiate and promote some kind of energy towards you, whether it's good or bad, right? So like, if you go to, that's why we're attracted to certain things. So in simple form, it's like when you go to a football game, it's kind of like that energy is what you're going to feel automatically. Like, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm at a football game. Like, yeah, hoorah. Like, you go grab a beer, you go sit down with friends, and you're in like this sympathetic energy or state, right? Where your body's more alert, aware, this, that, and that. So when I'm just giving a brief example. So when you're in your home, in your space, and you light a candle, or you have a crystal that you put your mind's thoughts, like you're thinking like, yeah, this is healing me. This is promoting good vibes towards me. It puts you in a state of parasympathetic, which is more relaxed, more just in a state of healing and at peace. So yeah, that is my other hack. I think I've lost track. I think I'm still on hack number 3 or either 4. You're kind of following with me. So thank you if you're connecting with me right now and vibing out. I appreciate it. This is personal to me. It's something personal and something that I want to share with everyone. A lot of people see it. There's a lot of businesses, promotions out there that you see on the media, Pinterest, Google, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Like, it's very popular, but if you don't know about it, it's like, it's good to learn about it. And, yeah, if you're interested in this stuff, I don't mind talking about this stuff on my podcast. Again, what I put out on my platforms is personal. It's what I do for a living, what I do in my living space, with my time. So I don't mind sharing and helping others out. So, another healing hack. I'm now a new plant mom, so I've the more that I've been reading into herbalism and like witchy stuff, I guess you can say. Plants are just, they're green. Green is my favorite color. It's very earthy. They are living things. So having them in your space, I have a little office space. I have all my plants there and I name them. I talk to them. I water them. I nurture them. My mom's a huge plant person. So she's taught me a lot about plants. She has the green thumb, I guess is what they call it. I'm guilty of killing some plants. I am, but this was when I wasn't in my right space, right? So it's like, if you can't take care of yourself, how can you take care of plants? So this has been just something that has really been therapeutic for me, is nurturing my plants, nurturing something, right? So it's like your car. If you have a car and you take care of your car and you clean your car, you wash your car, it's what you nurture. So if you really put in good vibes, good energy into something that you want to see blossom, it's going to blossom. So that's another healing hack. When I'm feeling down or whatever the case may be, I connect with my plants and I talk to them. I know I'm weird, I'm crazy, but it's something that helps me, and it's something that I wake up to and I look forward to doing is connecting with my plants. So plants, I love my babies. I'm a plant mom. They give off great vibes. They really do. Like when we use just nature and we connect with nature and we connect with living things, it's like whatever it is, it's nice. It's really, really nice. So plants is another healing hack. I've always been into flowers. This is also something that really just makes me feel good. I go out and I buy fresh flowers. Like, it's the simple things in life. So it's good to just take time off, even if it's half hour or an hour, to kind of just go out and buy some flowers, put some flowers in your space. It's healing, it's nurturing, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And it's self-love. So anything that has to do with self-love, it's amazing. And there's healing happening. Another healing hack, I don't know what number I'm on. I'm sorry, forgive me. But I go on walks. I think it's so great. A lot of people get really just down and out on themselves if their body is just feeling like bloated or overwhelmed or whatever, or you're not like a fitness guru. Going for a walk is like super important. I have a dog. For those who don't know, I blast him on my Instagram. He is my guy, my baby. I love him so much, but we go on walks and my pup really communicates with me. He vibes with me, and when he wants to go out, I am aware, and we go out every day for the most part, unless it's raining. We go out for walks. So walking, even if it's a 15-minute walk, 10-minute walk, as long as you move, it's great. And just connecting with nature, it's like super, super grounding and healing. Another thing, simple. If you're around grass, like take your sneakers off, your socks off, and really just dig your toes into the grass and really feel nature, feel earth. It's super healing. Another healing hack, fasting, intermittent fasting is great. I don't fast, like starve fast. I know people who do not have water, coffee, tea at all, food at all for like a certain amount of time. I need my tea, I need my coffee. So I think it's called intermittent fasting or intermediate fast, something like that. I don't know if I'm getting those two words confused, but fasting is something that helps, okay? Listening to your body is key. So I'll fast for 8 hours or like 9 hours, or even a whole day. I think it's just super good to fast and when you have that next meal, it's like you really feel your food and there's gratitude happening, there's healing happening. So yeah, that's always important. Another healing hack is just really cleaning your space. I think reorganizing your space and making sure that there's no clutter, and just dusting your apartment, your room, wherever you live, your home. It's just another healing hack that helps. I think where you are and where you're surrounded 99.9% of the time is going to affect you 1,000,000%. So definitely cleaning your space is another healing hack. Another thing that helps me heal is really just looking at myself in the mirror and saying nice things to myself, like saying like, you can do this. I can't count on one or two hands, even my feet, the amount of times that I talk to myself. Like, self-talk is super important. What we tell ourselves is crucial. Like, if we tell ourselves you are a fat, sluggish, piece of shit, POS, that is exactly what you are going to be. So I have my days where I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, you looking hit, or you this, you that, da, da, da. And then that's when we spiral into that kind of sense of depression, quote unquote, because your girl be going through depression. But getting back out of that and hopping out of that depression is self-love and self-talk. So like, girl, you got this. You've been through this. Like, you are beautiful inside and out. Like, what you did today, that act of kindness, like, you got this. Like, you are gifted. You are beautiful. There are good things happening for you. You are abundant. You are success. Like, all those corny little tags that you see on Instagram, because we're so, just absorbed by the media. It's like, feed your brain soul food. That's how I like to look at it, is feed your brain beautiful words, beautiful thoughts. Surround yourself by great people. Surround yourself by love, with love. And there is nothing wrong with like taking just a step back from socializing. I feel like people get so offended. Like, you ever meet people that get offended that you don't chill with them, or you don't hang out with them, or you don't talk to them every single day? It's like, dude, we're all trying to figure it out. We're all trying to move forward in life. Like, we all have our highs and our lows. Like, those people are not your people. If they get mad or their vibes change because you're not down each other's throat every single day, like, that's another healing hack, is just kind of setting healthy boundaries and respecting your space and your time and your mind. Healthy boundaries are super, super important. I feel like we connect with people and we vibe with people. We meet different people at different times in our lives for a reason. They're there for a reason. They're there to either show you a lesson or be a great support system throughout your life. It's that simple. So I don't really worry too much about like relationships, in the sense that I don't take things personal. Like, what you see is what you get. As long as you're a genuine person, like, I'm a genuine person, my time is very, very valuable, in the sense, and I mean that in the most humble ways, is in the sense that I am not perfect and I am not trying to be perfect, but I really take my mental headspace so serious, because I have looked suicide in the face. I have looked at heartbreak in the face. Like, I'm still learning about myself and healing myself. Like, it's so important to just heal and have that self-love. Like, how am I going to be that great friend to you if I'm neglecting myself? Or how am I going to be that great sister if I'm neglecting myself, or brother if I'm neglecting myself? It happens with family. If you have siblings, it happens, like, where you kind of feel drifted away or whatever, but they're still your family. It's the same thing with friends. Like, if you're my friend and you're in my life, like, you're family. Like, there's no your family. You know what I mean? So don't take things personal. I think that's another healing hack. A lot of people take things too personal, and it's like, don't take it personal. Like, if you mean well, and if you're a genuine soul, a genuine person, like, there's no need for the animosity or the tension, or, communication is super, super key. And it's like healthy boundaries, healing hack, healthy boundaries. It's so important. It's so important. Yeah, it's so important. Oh, I think that's key. It's healthy boundaries, even with yourself. Like, even with yourself, there is nothing wrong to set boundaries with self. Like, listen to your body, listen to your mind, listen to your soul. It's like, doesn't get better than that. Another healing hack, read a book. Dude, I literally love to read. Reading for me is just, oh my God, it's brain food. I mean, when you read about, just stories of people that have been through so much and they have accomplished so much, it's like, wow, I can do this. It's like amazing. And to share knowledge and to absorb knowledge and to absorb information, good information, healthy information that's gonna, progress and help you progress and push you to the greatest you is so important. So reading is key for me. It's another key factor. Another healing hack, I am guilty. I am not perfect. Again, I am going to say that. I have a cigarette here and there once or twice, when I'm really feeling anxious, and I'm not a smoker, but another healing hack for me is not buying cigarettes, not smoking. I don't smoke weed. I'm usually, smoke free, but it's the same thing with alcohol. It's like, how much alcohol are you going to ingest? Are you going to friggin' or drink or absorb, whatever? But it's like, it's toxic. It's toxic. Everything in moderation. Like, I'll go to McDonald's and I'll order me a McChicken, some large fries, sweet and sour sauce, oh my God, so good, but it's so bad for you. It's so bad for you. So that healing hack is what I'm trying to get at, is like everything in moderation. I think that's another healing hack, is be conscious and aware of what you're putting in your body, when you're putting it in your body, and knowing when to exit out of your body. If we set unrealistic goals for our body and our mind, it's not going to work, right? And everyone has their own thing. Whatever works for you, works for you. I'm not knocking people that don't have McDonald's. I'm not saying, I'm not saying that. I'm not knocking people that, on the contrary, smoke packs of cigarettes or smoke weed to help them get through their day. I'm not saying that, but listen to your body. Like, I know, first of all, I hate the smell of cigarettes. It's weird, but I do. And when I'm feeling like, damn, I really just had a long effing day, like, I'm gonna just have my cigarette. I go outside on my little side door in my house, and I'll just be in my thoughts, in my moment, in my time, just me and my cigarette. Like, I don't be posting outside smoking like 5 cigarettes. It's not, even if, you do that, that's great for you, but that's not who I am. So I'm conscious and aware, like, I had my cigarette. I can't be smoking. Like, it's just not me. Like, there's times where I'll light the cigarette when I feel like I need one. I'm like, ew, like, this shit gave me a headache. Like, so that healing hack is moderation, knowing when to say no to self, that healthy boundary with self. Because everything is bad for you if you're consuming it way too much. Like, it's the same thing with yoga. If yoga is everything that you do in your life, and you neglect your family, you neglect your friends, and it's just yoga, and you're super hard on yourself, like, yoga, I need to do yoga, it's like, you need to set healthy boundaries. Like, you know what? I've done so much yoga. Let me take, 3 hours out of my day to go visit family and spend time with family and spend time with things that are important and healthy and good for my soul. Obviously, that's a little extreme that I went, but I just want to say, it's like, even if it's the best thing for you, or you think like this is the best thing like that I'm doing for myself, like there's always that fine line where it kind of starts to get unhealthy, whether it affects your relationships with family, friends, or it affects you in whatever way, shape, or form. I hope you're vibing with me and understanding what I'm trying to say. But yeah, healthy boundaries, that's healthy hacks. That's what it's about, is just really understanding what works for you and what just doesn't, when it works for you and when it doesn't work for you. Yeah, that's really where I'm at. I am learning every day more and more about myself. I think we all are. And, we're living in a time where there's so much happening in the world. Like, why not take the chance today to heal, to do what makes you feel good? So this is why I create content. This is why I put myself out there, is because this makes me feel good. And I do listen and take time when I need to take time off. I listen to myself and I'm like, yo, just kick back and you'll know when it's the right time to put out content. So whatever I put out on here, it's real material. It's what I'm feeling in the moment. It's not like I pick it out of a hat and say, oh, this is what I'm going to do today. So whenever like trolls come on here and talk their shit and, judge me and whatever the fuck, I don't care. Like it's bad food for my soul. And this is why I'm encouraging people to, and just humans, I'm vibing and vibrating with you, is that we only live once. And it's like, if we're not taking the time out and doing the little things that make us feel good, we're just going to waste our lives in misery and not be the best version of self. So yeah, I'm just so blessed and grateful to be able to share my thoughts with you. So if you took the time out today to listen to this podcast, thank you so much. I'm grateful for you. I love you. And I'm just hoping and wishing a great week for you, a great day whenever you listen to this. If you follow me on Instagram, on my tags, on YouTube, and you just want to vibe and talk and ask questions and bullshit, or take a yoga class or whatever, hit me up. This is what I do. This is it. This is me. Before I let you go, I have noticed that I have been pretty shy with myself. So in the sense that I don't share a lot of my personal things, but when I do, I do. So I've been really very much into tarot. I am a Christian, which is weird. You would say, what the hell? Like, again, I don't like throwing religions out there, but I do follow the Christian religion. And they're like, oh, tarot, it's so bad for you, blah, blah, blah. I've always been connected to tarot. Ever since I was a kid. Like, my mom is Spanish, so, she would have me waiting while she was getting her cards read, or, I wanted to go get my cards read in the city because I'm a city head. I always spent time in the city, and they always have those psychic places. So when I did my yoga teacher training, I brought a lot of my tarot and I started reading tarot for my friends, and like my family, and they're like, yo, like, you're really good. Like, what the hell? Like, this really happened. Da, da, da. Anyone can read tarot. Okay. This is another healing hack. The last hack that I'm going to share with you. Okay. Anyone can read tarot. All right. And I'm going to share this in another podcast if this is something that interests you. But anyone can read tarot. Okay. There's a lot of resources that you can find online or in books, which I have a lot of books on tarot, and I do a lot of online research on tarot and astrology. And it's something that has really, really, interested me more and more and more and more and more and more. But here's the thing. Not everyone can channel energy. And that's where Reiki comes in, and energy healing and vibes and this and that. Everyone has their way of reading tarot. So for me, the healing hack is I practice tarot, and I've meditated a lot with my tarot cards and my oracle cards, and I've learned more and more and more about astrology and about the universe and about the stars and how the earth moves and all this stuff, right? Because there's so much information that out there, right? I'm very much into ancient history and things like that. So I've connected so much with my tarot cards and astrology. So that is another healing hack. I suggest you guys to pick up an oracle deck or like a deck of positive affirmations, and maybe every day kind of pick up a card or pick one card and really it guides you to have that positive self-talk. Okay. Whether it's a card that you pick and says slow down, a card that tells you to slow down, or a card that tells you like take that leap of faith. It's kind of a direction where it gives you to really listen to your thoughts and really kind of take charge of the positive vibration, or, kind of recentering your thoughts. So tarot is something that I enjoy. I collect tarot decks. I have a whole bunch of tarot decks that I collect, and I do readings, personal readings online. It's something that I don't share with anyone, never did, publicly on my platform. But I do tarot readings online where I wouldn't just show my face. And it took me an entire year to actually let you guys know that that's something that I do on the side. So yeah, that's another healing hack. Not that I think that everyone should go out and read tarot. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is try to connect more with the sources around you, right? So like take the time out and soak in the moon when the moon is looking at you. Take the time in when you see that beautiful sunset on your way to work and absorb that feeling and give thanks to that moment that you're able to look at the beautiful sun or the moon, or the stars when they're out. I don't mean to get mushy on you, but these are healing hacks, okay? There's so much out there that we can just absorb, and we just don't, because we're so brainwashed by the media and we're so brainwashed by everything else in our lives. So that's another healing hack. I put it out there. I was nervous about sharing that, but I did, and it's out there. So yeah, it's a community where it's very, very much out there. But everyone kind of does things for different reasons, and it was just something that helped me heal. So that's why it took me a little time to kind of share that. So yeah, those are my healing hacks. Quick. These are little, I don't know, because if you're listening to my podcast, you won't be able to see what I'm holding. But these are nose inhalers, okay? Another healing thing, like if you're into holistic healing or herbalism, I'm learning more and more about holistic healing. I have a great friend. She's like my sister, soul sister. I love her, Ely, who is an herbalist, and she's amazing. She actually really opened my eye to herbalism. So I've been really kind of taking little tricks and things, and going to like herbalist stores and like holistic stores where they sell just natural remedies. So it's super important to another healing hack, is super important to put good things in your body. So I've actually picked up, it's like a little nose inhaler that she had when we roomed together. She had like this nose inhaler next to her bed. I'm like, what the hell is that? And she's like, oh, it's for sleep. I'm like, oh, okay. But if you look on Amazon, they have these little nose inhalers, and some of them they all have different scents, but they have like little like sayings on the top. Like one says abundance, one says sleep, one says stress, one says mood, whatever, or love, or this and that. And it's super cute. You kind of just inhale like the scent, and it kind of really just helps. So that's another healing hack. Essential oils are great. I know I'm kind of all over the place now with the podcast, but it's a podcast. I'm talking. Talia Talks. But essential oils are great. They give off fragrances. So lavender is one I'm throwing out there. It's very, very popular. Helps with stress, helps with sleep, helps with mood, helps with this, that. Essential oils are great. doTERRA is a great source. If you go on their website, you can see all their scents there. I incorporate them in my yoga classes. So like I'll give my students a little dab of the essential oil. They rub it, inhale it. It's great. So these are little healing hacks that help, okay? They help. They really, really do help. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist or a psychiatrist, I should say, where I can give you mental health like, oh, this is a diagnosis. I'm not saying that, but I do think that these hacks heal, and that's why they're called hacks. I do see a psychiatrist, so that is also something personal I am sharing with you. I think mental health is extremely real, and there is no shame in getting actual professional help, which I currently do. And I currently am really working on myself, and I've always been working on myself. I think it's super important to reflect and work on yourself, and then use little hacks that will help you get to where you want to be and where you want to feel. So yeah, if you really have been thinking to speak to a therapist, here am I to tell you, go ahead and do it. It's accessible. You can just Google, and they have like the ratings of each doctor, professional therapist, that will give you an idea of what you're looking for. So this is just a part of me that I'm sharing. And for those who have been following me on YouTube, I have posted times where I've had anxiety attacks and panic attacks where I was crying on camera, and I deleted those videos because I was ashamed. I didn't want to share those moments and times in my life. But I am at a place where I am okay to be open about my mental health and talk about it. I think it's slowly becoming more normalized. Like a lot of things in our world, especially our country. So I'm very happy about that. And I'm very open to discuss and talk about it. So yeah, this is who I am. And I am just honored to be on this podcast and have you all listen. I think listening, absorbing, and just talking to different people is just a great way to learn more about yourself. So anyways, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me here on this podcast. And I will catch you in my next one. Thank you again. I love you all. Have a blessed one. Over and out.